Okay, we're rolling, we're rolling, we're rolling, we're rolling. I'ma explore my wrist. I'ma explore like this. Good time, jabba all money, more money, jabba. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hey, it's Ruby and I'm back. Okay, I know a lot of you have been wondering, where have I been? How many months has it been? I don't even know. Like, I literally don't know how many months it's been. See, it might even be a year. Oh, I'm sorry for leaving you guys for that long. I had to take a second and step back, just because like I had some things going on mentally. I just wasn't in the right headspace to be on YouTube, and like it wasn't something I planned. I didn't intentionally say, okay, I'm going to take a 10-month break from YouTube because I want to focus on my... No, every month that passed I was like, okay, yeah, like maybe today is the day I'll get back into it, but then it never just panned out that way. I would say it's because a bad day turned into a bad week, turned into a bad month, and then like, oh. I had this period where I had housing issues. I didn't have where to live, and to be honest, that was my fault because I left looking for accommodation till very late in the year. This was late last year, so by the beginning of January, when I was supposed to move, I didn't have where to go. So like I went through a period where I was just crashing at other people's yards, and I was hopping from accommodation to accommodation. Like I even stayed in one accommodation where, bless her heart, but like that my roommate was a pig. I had to leave. The place was uncomfortable, it was tiny, it was tight, like I couldn't breathe air. In the 1 month that I stayed there, I swear to God, I didn't even unpack. I was living out of my box because in my head I just kept repeating the mantra, ain't no way you're gonna stay here, you're not gonna stay here, Ruby, don't even get used to it. I looked for places for like a month and a half before I eventually found where I'm living now, and I feel like all that was worth it because I love where I'm living now. I love my space, like I'm comfortable here, I'm able to express myself in the ways that I want to, and you don't realize how essential or how important your space is until you don't have it anymore. No area or aspect of your life is settled if your living is in crisis. Let's not even talk about mental things, like my emotions rage all the time. For those of you who know me personally, you know I'm a very feel your feelings type of person. It's strange because I grew up in a household of mostly boys, and that's not really their tactics of handling situations, but that's the kind of person I am. Like I'm a Sagittarius, very passionate, very much a, oh my god, if this is the emotion I'm experiencing, I'm going to delve head first into that emotion and submerge myself in that. So that doesn't help. That's not really the most productive approach, especially like when you have things to get done, or especially when the emotions that you're experiencing at that time are not necessarily productive. So let's say I'm feeling frustrated, for instance. I can take 5 days to feel frustrated. Who does that help? Nobody. But then at the end of the day, whether the process is efficient or not, it works. Long story short, I understand myself a lot more at the end of that process as opposed to how I felt in the beginning of it. So yeah, what I'm trying to say is I have a lot of thoughts, I have a lot of feelings, and I feel like they're always fighting for space in my head, and most of the time that depresses me. It gives me a lot of anxiety. Like I live in my head most of the time. So in times where those emotions that I'm feeling are more negative than positive, my productivity dulls. It sucks away my motivation, my drive, my inspiration to do anything. Yeah, I took the executive decision to put YouTube aside because I couldn't even focus on that. That was the least of my problems, like I kid you not. Another thing that has been taking up my time is uni. I don't even know if I should include that because, girl, like there was a video I made a few years back when I was coming to uni saying how I'm so excited and I'm scared that I'm not scared.
The only thing that scares me is the fact that I'm not scared.
Because people were asking me, oh my god, are you scared of moving or whatever? My answer was always no, because there was nothing for me at the time to be scared of. So I was just like, oh no, like I'm actually pretty excited. I'm not scared. And the fact that I was saying I wasn't scared me, because like why are you not scared? You're moving to a completely new country. You're starting a completely new experience. Omo, if I could go back, I would tell myself to be scared. I would tell myself to just approach it with some caution, because everything doesn't really pan out how you plan in your head most times. You know how sometimes like you can ask maybe your older siblings, oh my god, how was uni for you? I'm definitely going to be one of those aunties that will be like, uni was the worst 3 years of my life. Like I did not enjoy the experience at all. It hasn't given me anything except hardcore character development. Aside that, there's nothing else it has offered me, because the course that I'm studying, I can't even say, oh, I didn't want to study this course, so like I'm not enjoying it. This is the course that I chose with my hand. Now that I'm studying it, it's just like, okay, what next? I don't know. I'm also a very last minute person. Procrastination is one of my worst demons. I have no concept of time whatsoever, and I leave everything till last minute. So that doesn't help when most of my assessments are coursework and I have this 3,000 word essay to write, and it's 1 week before the essay is due and I'm still scratching my brain. How do I begin the introduction? And it's crazy because I was never this kind of person. This was never me. I never found it difficult to do schoolwork. At least like when I put in X, Y, and Z effort, I was guaranteed to see X, Y, and Z results. But that's not the same thing with uni, coursework, and like life in general, bro. Like you can put in 100% effort and see 20% results, and that's just destabilizing. I'm now trying to rewire my brain, like, okay, your life and your sense of self is not defined by what you can do in uni or by your grades or things like that. But it's hard to do that, because when I sit in class and I feel dumb, I'm just there like, what the fuck? It makes me question my whole sense of self-worth, and that's crazy, because at the end of the day, it's just book. Like, bro, it's literally just one very, very tiny chapter of my life that is soon going to close, because I'm in 3rd year. When I see people on the road, nobody's going to stop me and ask me, oh, did you graduate with first class? Like, nobody cares. Nobody cares, bro. I just need to rewire my brain around that. And like, at the end of the day, personally, I feel like it's not about the grades you live with. It's about the kind of person you are when you leave, like the life skills you were able to learn. At the end of the day, that's what matters. Like, it's the character development, is the experiences you had, X, Y, Z, not necessarily what you got in some random assessments in 2nd year. It looks big now, it looks huge, it looks like, oh my god, this is the only thing that matters, but I promise you it's not. Like, it's just a small grain in your whole bag of rice of life. The point I'm trying to make is that with all this going on in my head and in real life, like, it just didn't feel like this was where I wanted to be. If I had come to make videos like that in that time, it would have just felt inauthentic. And my whole purpose of like doing these videos is just to have a safe and authentic space where I can come and like share myself, and people can also just feel comfortable in being themselves. And if I came here and I filmed, I wouldn't have been being myself. I would have been putting up an act. First of all, I wouldn't even feel good making that kind of content, it would not feel satisfying at all. And second of all, it will eventually start to read. People would eventually pick up on it, like, oh yeah, she's forcing it, and why do that? And I'm glad I stuck with it till I felt comfortable putting myself back out there, you know. With that said, I feel like right now I'm back in the headspace for now. I do have content planned for you guys. Like, a lot has been going on. As you can see, now my hair is red. I'm excited to show you guys the content that I have planned, because there's a few in the works. Yep. Even for this whole YouTube thing, it's my journal. I'm trying to keep that in mind, because when I journal, I don't just write down the good stuff that happened. That's barely even what I journal about. Like, when good things happen, it's just like, okay, thank God, but then I'm not writing about it. So I'm kind of trying to adopt that same approach onto YouTube, because life is both good and bad. Like, you have great experiences, you have rough experiences, and the thing that social media deceives us into thinking is that people only have good experiences, and that's cap. So, like, in the journey of this channel, I'm trying to honestly portray both sides of that coin. Because, like, I come on YouTube, everybody is all like, vibes, yeah, but girl, not every day. Do you understand? Just know that if you're ever having a bad day, chances are I might be having one too. Someone else who watches this channel might be having one too. So you're not alone. Like, you're not alone. The internet would like to deceive you into thinking that what you're feeling is not normal, but that's cap. Like Megan said, bad bitches have bad days too. So girl, don't worry, I deal with you. Like, I deal with you. Like I'm with you. Thank you so much for all the love and support that you have shown me over the years, and thank you for sticking through, riding it out with me, even in times that I disappear. Yeah, just so you know, whether I'm here or I'm not here, like, I'm always there, if that makes sense. Like, always thinking about you, always wishing you the best. Thank you so much, guys, for watching to the end of this video. If you made it this far, you're a real one. And to be honest, why wouldn't you make it this far when I'm giving you the reason for balling on you for 10 months? Like, you should have made it this far. Yeah. Thank you so much for watching, for subscribing, for your continued support. Make sure you like this video if you enjoyed it and you want to see the content that I have in my back room in store for you. Comment, let me know what's been up with you. Like, let me know what kind of videos you want to see. Just talk to me in comments. And yeah, stay cool, love yourselves, take care of yourselves, and I'll see you in my next video.